I had juice in the town, they say they down for me. Weird people around, they say they down for me. One stuck on the ground, they're talking down on me. Why they got the whole blame coming down on me? All my ones in the E, yeah, they been down for me. All my ones in the beach, yeah, they been down for me. Till the money go down, now they ain't down for me. Shit feel like the whole ceiling coming down on me. LA signed my deal, now they say we on. Can't wait to celebrate when I make it home. We finally got the bread, let's make it tough. Fly nigga with the bag, no carry-on. Carrying on and my pockets deep as oil. But money's the root and my fingers deep in soil. Yellow watch with the crown logo to feel royal. To get the approval from a crew who ain't even loyal. Man, they just need employment. Think I need a moment by myself cause I got one too many demons on me. Or one too many niggas in my Twitter feed trolling. Trying to get to me or get a beat from Siege. I see the coercion. Witchcraft in the league, I see them performing. But all the homies show it late, that Jimmy and Conan. Well, I'm too busy buying Yeezy, Adidas, and Jordans. Phony trying to get ahead, but he ain't McConan them. But say it ain't no money there. And all the cobras in your circle start becoming squares. Wonder when did my becoming start becoming theirs. And I swear I wish a nigga never had all the juice in the town. Say they down for me. Weird people around, say they down for me. One stuck on the ground and talking down.
What's up, Damon?
Why they got the whole blame coming down on me. All my ones in the E, yeah, they been down for me. All my ones in the beach, yeah, they been down for me. Till the money go down, now they ain't down for me. Shit feel like the whole ceiling coming down on me. Let me man up and get down to it. Don't take an angle if you let them get around to it. But try to emulate your sound, gotta soundproof it. Then clowns say that ain't a sound, oh they sound stupid. Oh, they sound muted. These phonies wanna have my life except the shit I went through. The paper make them go vagina, now they tryna dick you. I read it like a magazine, now we got an issue. And everybody that was suited ain't gon' probably fit you. No, I tell them shoot, yeah, that probably fit you. On my collar, but I ain't got no tie with you. They ran me to the ground, now I'm way tired with it. You know I'm committed to the feeling, how real is that? Feel like a secretary, I only deliver facts. If you knew how many daggers I had to dig out my back. Niggas go deep in their feelings when they not feeling the stats. Yeah. Just wanna spend them bills, they don't wanna build with you. Wanna get the game, they don't run the drills with you. It got all revealed when I lost the deal. Made me realize a nigga never had any juice in the town. Say they down for me. New people around, say they down for me. One stuck on the ground, he talking down on me. Why they got the whole blame coming down on me? All my ones in the E, yeah, they been down for me. All my ones in the beach, yeah, they been down for me.
What's up with you guys out there? Social media land. I want to know something. I want to know how this happens, you guys. It's real quick. It's kind of early today. I'm not going to be on the radio today in the morning because they're doing some much needed maintenance and upgrading. What's going on, you guys? This is Tyrone Irvin, Soapbox Heroes. I thought I'd come to you today. I want to talk about this lady right here. I want to talk about this lady right here. Her name is Brooke Skylar Richardson. Why do I want to talk about Brooke Skylar Richardson? I want to talk about Brooke Skylar Richardson because she buried her newborn child. All right? She buried her newborn child, and I want to know, what are the consequences for doing something like that? What are the consequences? She was 18 years old. She was in high school. And she buried her newborn child, okay? The picture right next to me right here. Let me back up. This picture right here. This was her 2 days prior to it. Now, you can't really tell she's pregnant. She got a little baby bump. She got a little lump. My lumps, my lumps, my lumps. But not those kind of lumps. She had a little baby lump. And in this picture right next to me, she went ahead and she went to prom that night. She went to prom. Everything was fine. In fact, she had told the guy she went to prom with the night before that she was having real bad cramps, but she said she felt great the next day, never telling him that she was pregnant. And the guy that took her to prom, he wasn't the baby daddy. All right? Now, why do I want to talk about this? I want to talk about this here. Let me give you guys a few bullet points real quick, just so we can all be privy to the information that we know. Brooke Skylar Richardson, 20, was acquitted of murder, manslaughter, and child endangerment on Thursday. She was acquitted, all right? She was convicted of gross abuse of a corpse for burying her baby in 2017. All right, so she buried her baby the day she had it in her parents' backyard in 2017. She didn't tell anyone. She didn't get caught, but she ended up admitting it to a gynecologist 2 months later. All right? She admitted it to a gynecologist 2 months later, and she didn't want to be a young mother. She didn't want to be going to college, having a baby. She didn't want to be a senior in high school. She didn't want to do that after senior summertime fun burden with a baby. All right? She was 18 at the time. She gave birth to a baby girl in May 2017 in her family's upstairs bathroom in Carlisle, Ohio. Yeah, I think that's Carlisle, Ohio. Never been to Carlisle, Ohio. But they be burying babies out there, apparently, and it's okay. Now, y'all know I'm going to get to it. Now, is this because she has the protection of complexion? Protection of complexion, all right? What they are trying to say is it took the jury a whopping 25 minutes to come back with this verdict. They're saying that they can't prove that the baby wasn't a stillborn. Now, granted, they can't prove the baby was a stillborn or whether the baby was alive, but what they can prove is that after she first went to the doctor and found out that she was pregnant, she never went back for any more procedures. She wouldn't even answer the phone for the doctors and the doctor's assistants. She never went and got any prenatal care. She never did anything. She never followed up. In fact, she Googled how to get rid of a baby. You did? So she Googled how to get rid of a baby. She never followed up with any of the doctor's appointments. She never answered the phone for the doctors. She completely avoided the doctors. Then lo and behold, she has a baby without telling anybody in the upstairs bathroom of her parents' home. And then she buries the baby in the backyard. She buried the baby in the backyard, and the jury, again, took a whopping 25 minutes to come back and find her not guilty. The only thing they found her guilty of was tampering with gross abuse of a corpse. And for that, she has a maximum of 1 year. I didn't say a minimum. I said a maximum. Now, if you guys watch me, you know I always try to be even. I don't try to say everything is because of race, because I don't think everything is. But in this instance, I must be honest with you guys, just from what I'm seeing right here, she has the correct complexion for protection. All right, this the day before, and she's manipulating people. She's lying to people. She's not telling anybody she's pregnant. She hid the pregnancy. So you mean to tell me that it's not even manslaughter? I mean, look, there's states that now want to send women to jail for abortion. So you can't have an abortion, but you sure can baby your newborn child in the backyard? I'm so lost. I remember Michael Vick went to prison for fighting dogs and he wasn't home. But this girl, it's okay for her to bury her brand new baby. She was 18 years old. That's the age she is an adult. I know somebody. I have a good friend of mine, one of my best friends. He was charged as an adult at 16 years old. Went to prison. I'm not going to say his name. If he watch it and he decide he want to come down in one of these comments and say his little say. What's up, Love Life, over here in the YouTube streets? It's beautiful seeing you on this Friday morning. Yeah, it's not afternoon yet. It's morning, late morning. So yeah, you guys, it's I'm not going to be here long. It's just something that caught my interest. And in fact, I am going to come back a few different times today because I got a little bit of time on my hands. Like I said, normally we are on KHSX Power 101.5 FM, Houston, Texas. You can also catch me on the Soapbox Heroes app. Oh yeah, baby, the app. And you can hear us bumping our gums, but today the studio is down for much needed improvement, so I have time to talk to you before I go do sports with the legendary Ralph Cooper today at 5 on KCOH, 12:30 a.m. in Houston, Texas. So I'll be making my rounds today. But again, you guys, this is something that I don't understand. She didn't tell anybody about her pregnancy, and then often they always say motive. Well, what is the motive? What is the motive? Her motive is she didn't want a baby. Now, her communication with her parents, her dad ended up testifying and saying that he didn't know, and he would have been perfectly fine with her being pregnant. And so, whatever family issues, I'm going to just say what they normally say when it comes to us. Don't nobody care about all that. I don't care about her not being able to communicate with her dad. I'm sorry about it. Somebody might get mad. I could care less. She's 18 and she buried a newborn baby. Now, there are ways and procedures to go about it with it being perfectly legal. But apparently what she did was legal. I mean, how are you going to determine the death of a newborn baby 2 months later? 2 months later, after the baby was buried. You dig what I'm saying? I don't mean the baby got sick. She buried it. She had the baby and automatically went outside and buried it. Now, it makes me wonder who is paying attention to this girl. How do your parents, if you live with your parents, how do they not notice that you're pregnant, okay? And her dad said that her weight fluctuated up and down, okay? Granted, weight fluctuates up and down, but anybody watch this, you guys let me know. When is the last time that a woman had a baby and you could see her the same day and not be able to notice that she had a baby? So I ain't gonna lie, I think it's just a little bit of, I don't think everybody's telling the truth. Of course, as a parent, off top, you're gonna lie for your kid. Off top, you're going to lie for your kid. I mean, I'm not going to say off top. I'm going to take that back. Some people wouldn't lie for their kid. You know what I mean? And I don't even necessarily know if I would be mad in every situation. But in this situation, the dad said that her weight fluctuated, so he didn't know that she was pregnant. He didn't have a clue. Papa ain't know, all right? And which is, he didn't know. But like I said, I do wonder about the fact that the dad or the mom or whoever her guardians were, and if she's 18, I don't know if you can still call them guardians, but the people she lived with, how in the world could they not tell that she just had a baby? How can she not tell? I have 3 kids. And you don't sit there and after the baby, you look at the woman and say, wow, you look like you didn't even give birth. You look radiant. Something doesn't sound right. Something don't add up. This right here, I had to go ahead and switch up the picture. That's her 2 nights before going to prom. She's been trying to hide the baby bump. She don't want to see that bump, that good old baby bump. Now, that's not the song. I be making remixes, doing my little thing around here. I had to turn it up, make sure my sound is on. Yeah, you guys, something isn't right. So I want to know, because we're not going to get a real consequence out of this situation. I mean, the jury already deliberated for a whole 25 minutes and came back with not guilty for everything. The only thing that they found her guilty of was tampering with a corpse. Now those are the bones of her unborn child. Now I've heard people say, hey, you know what? It's okay. She's going to have to live with this the rest of her life. That's true. That's true, but everybody don't get away with only being able to just live with their consequences. And so I do find it funny, and I am going to have to throw that out there again. Do you guys think it's because she had the complexion for protection that this girl at 18 years old could go through a full pregnancy, have a baby upstairs in her parents' bathroom, and then bury the baby right after having the child? I mean, I don't mean like 2-3 days later. I don't mean she was like, oh, I'm so happy she buried the child. And again, this picture right here that just popped up on my screen, her right here in this fabulous red dress, was 2 nights before when she attended prom. And again, she went the whole 9 months, didn't tell anybody this. So the story says. And so now she has a maximum sentence of 1 year for tampering with the corpse. So it doesn't matter that she killed her baby. It matters that she tampered with the corpse. And here, you know what? Let me state that correctly. The reason why they are saying that the jury could not find her guilty is because they could not prove that she killed the baby. Her lawyers are saying that the baby was stillborn and she didn't know what to do. And I would say call an ambulance, do what most people do, panic, try to save the baby, see what's going on. I mean, just burying a baby, even if you thought the baby wasn't alive, where's the emotion? Where's the attachment? Where's the feeling? Like I said, she already had searched how to get rid of a child. How to get rid of a child. So I am befuddled, lost, and at a serious lack of words when it comes to this. So if we want to talk about justice and equality and things of that nature, we have to start with things like this. And I would like to tell my Caucasian friends out there, I'm only doing this because I think sometimes we have to look at and we have to recognize when there is a clear difference in justice or in the way that the justice system works, because I would be very interested in seeing her actual jury. It was a jury of 4. Now, it might be an Ohio thing. I'm going to have to look into that a little further. But in 25 minutes, they came back and said that this lady was essentially not guilty of anything. Not guilty of anything. They let her go on murder, manslaughter, and everything else. The only thing she got was gross abuse of a corpse for burying her baby. Okay? So she fooled the whole world. What's up with you, Theo? She fooled the whole world, pretended that she wasn't pregnant, looked up how to get rid of a baby online. She went and found out she was pregnant from the doctor at a very early stage. The doctor tried to follow up. They tried to get her to come in to get treatments, prenatal care, and she completely dodged them. Then the day she had the baby ended up being buried. And they say that she was not guilty because they don't know first if the baby was stillborn. All right, you guys. Well, look. Like I said, I'm not going to be here long. I know this is a very unscheduled hop-up, pop-up for me. But like I said, today we're not in the studio at the station today, so I got a little bit of time on my hands. And I decided that I wanted to talk about this. And you guys be honest. Do you guys think that it would have been the same verdict if she didn't look like this? And I was also noticing that in some of the headlines, they would start off as former cheerleader. Now, mind you, this stuff is, she was in high school. So what does her cheerleader status count? And I don't care if she was a professional cheerleader. What does that have to do with anything? What's up, Theo? This lack of accountability will backfire on white people. The same behavior will be unleashed on themselves in time. Oh, Yeah. Fully agree with that. I fully agree with that. And I think that's a lot of the fear that is being perpetuated by them. But if you want to slow down the proliferation of things that may happen, just be fair. Just be fair. So, hey, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. But you guys remember this case the next time you see a young woman of color, a black woman, a minority woman, with meager means going through the same thing. So let's just file this in our memory banks and let's see how it compares. This is Soapbox Heroes, you guys. Much love. I'm going to pop up on here a few times today and do this. I haven't been getting to it like I should. Moving and grooving about 150 miles a second, but look, I will be back, you guys. Enjoy your day, enjoy your day, enjoy your day. Much love. I'll see you guys later.